checking out which disc is the best for the flick. So I'll start with the flick. Now I'm going to overcompensate. I'm going to throw it like this because they tend to all go right. So here we go. Let's see how it goes. Still a big right turn at the end there. This Valkyrie JK Pro tends to do the same thing. So again, I'll overcompensate a bit. Well, that was a bit of a surprise with that last Valkyrie, but this one is my tried and true Valkyrie, so I know exactly what it's going to do. If I throw it about like this, then it should go pretty straight, maybe even turn a little left. If I throw it flat like this, it'll probably go straight. So that's what I'll do. I'll go for the straightest, longest throw with my tried and true Valkyrie. Gets a little nice roll at the end, which is helpful, but the other one actually threw better, the Pro version, so that's interesting. Now, the Daedalus. I have to definitely overcompensate with this one. Throw it way up like this. Try to get it to go straight. Not bad. Ended up pretty straight. And then finally, my tried and true destroyer. That was definitely the farthest right into the woods there, but the destroyer, very good, and I'm very used to throwing that one, so I got some nice distance there. Okay, and for the results here, last place, fifth, we had the flick. That's really because it hooked right a bit. Next, we had my tried and true Valkyrie, but that's because I think I really had a bad throw there. And then the Daedalus was in third place, and then the Valkyrie, which had a very good flight there, the JK Pro. That was a nice throw there. And then my tried and true destroyer. Just might be the best disc for the flick, but let's try it out one more time, and then I'll give you my final results. Okay, for the final test, we will go from last time's worst to the best, starting with the flick, and again, overcompensating. Little roll at the end, we'll see how that did. Now, my tried and true Valkyrie. Yep, when I throw that one right, it really does right. Again, overcompensating. Not a bad throw for that Daedalus, but unfortunately into the bushes. Okay, the Valkyrie. JK Pro Valkyrie, that is. Not too shabby. And lastly, the Destroyer. Very nice as usual with the Destroyer. Now, to give you an idea of how close this one was, the Destroyer is right here, and the tried and true Valkyrie just here, so only about, we'll call it 4 feet difference in terms of overall distance, and this was our target, a no expense spared basket. And to give you an idea, this was our target, and we started from just all the way over right in front of this basket right there. Okay, so now for the final results of which disc golf disc is the best for the flick. Actually, in 5th place, I'm going to start with the flick only because of its tendency to really curve right. But that could be good for some players depending. And also, I will say, this disc has not been thrown a lot. It does take a while for these discs to be broken in, and so their flight paths and characteristics can change over time. What do I mean by being broken in? Well, I mean, how many trees has it hit? How many times have you thrown it? They do tend to settle, and you also tend to get used to them over time. So the flick is a good disc. I'm just not able to control it as well as I'd like to at this point. Okay, moving on to the next one. The Daedalus. The Daedalus was certainly easy to control for me as long as I threw it and overcompensated really, really high up. Maybe even throwing it like sort of a overhand. But it did go a bit further than the flick, and I've had many good throws. But again, this is not broken in at all. And all of this, of course, is also subject to the disc's weight. I think the flick and the Daedalus here are pretty heavy discs. And over time, like I said, they adjust, they can get better. So I like this disc. I'll keep throwing with it. And I like the flick too. I'll keep throwing with that too. But for right now, 4th place for the Daedalus. Moving on to the JK Pro Valkyrie. This has potential. It really does kind of sail a bit when you throw it, and I like that. So I think with more practice, this one could actually be very good. Now, this one is also broken in. It was a used disc when I got it. So definitely, I think its characteristics have developed. I just need to get a bit more used to it. So really 3rd place for now. 2nd place is going to be my tried and true Valkyrie, just the normal plastic on this one. And this one is really my go-to disc. If I want to throw straight, I really just set it up like about this, or flat like this with the sidearm, and just throw it out, and it tends to straighten up, fly right, fly straight. And that's what you want sometimes. The Destroyer overall is a really nice flying disc. Just really good distance, and it goes very straight for me, as you saw in the video. So I'm calling the Destroyer the overall winner. Thanks for watching, and check out my other videos too. Have a great day.